Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to Wildly Critical with your host Mikel Owens, man. Whew, finally at the second episode, man. It's one of those situations where it was just like, man, all right, I gotta record a podcast. Okay, God, I got work all day. Oh shit, okay, I'm gonna record tomorrow. Oh fuck, I got work all day, now I gotta hit the gym. Okay, I don't have time because I'm recording in my room right now, and you have to deal with roommates and all that crap and just the noise and trying to figure out schedules. It's so tough, man. But I'm finally on a Saturday, uh, being a loser, don't have no plans today. So I say, you know what, Saturday, fuck going out, fuck doing anything else. I'm gonna just record this podcast, man, because this is very important to me. And this podcast is going to be about who I am. Just give you guys a little background on me, and so I can be a little bit more personable to you, so you can know that I'm just not some random guy just talking and just saying these crazy ideas or just trying to just to make a podcast, just to make a podcast. A lot of people just do shit just to do shit. The thing about me is I've always been someone that wanted to do something outside of the box of where I grew up. So just to give you guys a little background on me, I grew up in a community called College Park, and it wasn't the best community. It got a lot of gang violence. It was one of those communities that we all know about, that everyone around you ain't really doing well. There's a lot of drama. There's a lot of fights. There's a lot of gang banging. It's just a place where there's a lot of negativity and not a lot of growth. You understand? And the thing about that is, growing up in that environment, you learn a lot of things, but at the same time, you're kind of held down because you don't learn the things you really need to know. And the thing about me is, I grew so much, and I feel really blessed to have the upbringing I have had, because what happened to me was I grew up in that environment. I seen all these horrible things, and I've been through the struggle, and I've been through situations where it was just like a kid shouldn't have seen those things, right? But I've always stayed away from that stuff. I don't know if it was a blessing or what it was, but my mindset was never on that. I never was interested in joining a gang. I never was interested in selling drugs or being a part of that lifestyle. I never was interested in that. And I always wondered why, when certain situations happened to me, I just felt something in my stomach and I said, this is not right, man. Like, I had so many situations growing up where for some reason, like, I'll see certain guys, or I'll have this certain feeling. And I'm like, man, you know what, guys? I'm gonna go in the house, man. I'm gonna go play the game, and then an hour later or the next day, oh, you hear about this guy, you hear about that friend you was with. These guys came in and jumped them, and you would have been one of the guys if this shooting happened or whatever, man. It was like, I don't like to say things like I was meant for something, but I feel like all my trials and tribulations of what I went through in my life have led me to this point, and led me to this point to have a voice, and hopefully this voice can grow enough so I can be able to reach other kids who have grown up in those communities, and to know that that's not where you have to stop. Man, I'll say around sixth grade, I kind of like shut everything down around me, like friends and stuff like that. I would literally like get off to school bus, put my head down and just walk away, because the things I was seeing around me, it wasn't really attractive to me. I kind of fell into sports to be able to, get outside of that stuff, because it was just hard. And, I just went balls deep in sports, man. I played basketball, baseball, football. I did everything I can to stay away from that stuff, man. And it helped me. And that's one thing that I will push, the bigger this podcast and the bigger my voice gets and everything. So, if you do have a kid, or, you're a kid listening to this, man, try to like bury yourself in something, find a passion. If you're growing up in those communities where there is violence and there is things like that, just put your head down, man, and play a sport, or try to find something you're passionate about and just go all the way in it, man. And it will distract you. It will stay away from that stuff, man. And people will ask you and try to bully you and talk shit to you. Oh, you never outside, but that's fine. That's fine. Find something you love, man, because once you do that, you start to learn things, man, especially playing a sport or something that you got to work hard in order to compete. You learn a lot of characteristics that a lot of kids who don't play sports don't get, man. You learn determination. You learn to get your ass back up. You learn that you always have another gear inside of you. You always learn that it takes discipline in order to get good at something. It takes certain characteristics to be able to grow into the man that you are. And I think that's what happened to me. And a lot of you guys, might know me from social media. And, you guys see me just smiling, having a good time all the time, man. But you don't know, man, the things I've been through, man. Just the failures, man. I've been through so many failures, man, because I've never been attracted to just clocking in and clocking out. And if you are a 9-to-5er and you are a career person that works in the office, I have nothing against that, man. You go do you, man. I'm happy for you. You got you a job, man. There's people out here that are struggling, don't have jobs, even though I have a whole thing about that, but that's the whole nother story. I don't judge you for that, but I just never been somebody that's been attracted to that, because I've seen my family just work their ass off day in and day out, and they never got nothing from it, man. So I always wanted to do something outside the box. So I found sports. I'll tell you about that. I'll tell you a little bit about my journey. I found sports, and man, I was balls deep, man. I had a dream, man. I had the dreams just like all the other kids in the hood, man. We had dreams, all man, hoop dreams. One day I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna buy my mama a house, and I'm gonna retire her, and I'm gonna have them be able to travel the world and do all these grandiose things, man. And what happened to me is, so I was playing basketball in rec leagues for a long time. Never really played AAU. I wish I would have played AAU after I found out how big that market is and the scouting and all that stuff like that. But that's just another story, just ignorance of having a family that didn't really know about much. They grew up poor. They didn't know nobody really the college. Nobody really went those basketball routes and stuff like that. So I didn't really have the information. So what happened with me was playing sports, ended up playing middle school, and then the great thing that happened to me, right? So growing up in a impoverished community, you don't really get to think farther than your neighborhood. Think outside your block or your court or wherever you're at. So what happens is we moved because my dad started making a little bit more money, and the community started getting real bad. And what happened was the people that we were renting from, the owners died, rest their heart. They were so nice to us, but their kids took over, and anyways, there was a situation, so we had to leave. So we left, and they were looking for homes, and they found a home in a really nice community, man. And it was just a culture shock for me, because I grew up in a community that was all black, man. I had one white friend, my boy Josh. Hopefully he watches this, man. Man, he was my brother, man. Just, a baller too, and the whole situation. So we moved to a community where it was mostly white, man. I mean, it was crazy because I remember the first time I walked into middle school, I was literally scared. I was literally scared when I walked in my 8th grade year. So what happened was I walked into school, and it was majority white. I've never seen that many white people in my life, bruh. I never seen that many white people. I walked in there and literally felt chills down my spine. I didn't want to walk all the way in, because, you grow up in those impoverished communities, and you see Roots, and you see all these slavery movies and stuff like that. You have all these things in your head, thinking about what white people might be, or are they all racist? Are they all that? And that's another, thing I'll hit on probably on another podcast, maybe this one. But it's just, you have all these things in your head, so you walk in there and you're scared, and you're like, oh my God, will they accept me? So what I did, I literally found the first black person I could find to become my friend. I'm not even fucking playing. But even before that, I said, oh shit, I'm in here with fucking J's on, sagging my pants, got this big ass shirt on. These dudes wearing fucking tight pants, they're not sagging. They wearing fucking shoes, I don't even know the name, fucking Vans. I didn't even know what the fuck Vans were. I didn't even know what Vans were, man. I was like, okay. So I said, fuck it, I need to fit in this bitch. I don't know what I'm gonna do. But I went home, I was like, Mom, look, man, I need some dude clothes. So what I did, I found a little polo shirt, a little button-down polo shirt, a little short motherfucker, all right? It was really short. I got some fucking blue, tighter pants, got some Vans, man. I was like, okay, cool, I'm gonna be good, man. So what I did was I walked into school. I was like, man, I'm gonna find the first black dude that I can fucking find, man. So I had this one class, and there was another black dude in there, and his name was Marcus. He knows who he is, man. That's my boy. Hey, happy birthday on Monday, man. I don't know when you're going to see this. You're probably going to see this like a couple of weeks after your birthday. But anyways, yeah, I found him, man. I literally introduced myself, man. Like, hey, man, what's up, bro? My name Mike, man. He introduced himself, man. It was like, cool. Found my black friend. And then something great happened, man. One of these guys I was playing basketball with in rec leagues for a long time, fucking Diego, man. Yo, like, man, I seen him. He was going there. I was like, oh, shit. I know Diego. So Diego was cool, so I met him. So that was like the start of me being able to be comfortable in the environment I was in around all the white people. And from that point, I started to get to know and talk to white people. I sound so funny saying that. And getting to just expand my range with like different cultures and getting to know them and talking to them, and all the things that was stuck in my head about them just started to break. Oh, they're racist. Boom, break. Oh, they think this way. Oh, that's gone. You start to really realize that all the things that you learn about people, especially growing up in communities, in these community bubbles, I'll say, where you don't really get communication with the other races or the other things that you hear, the other things that you hear about with people. You really don't get to have that conversation with them to really know. You kind of generalize, and that's the problem. So when I started to meet them all the time, I realized, like, fuck, man, they're all not this way. They're all not. It's just bad fucking people. It's bad fucking people everywhere, though. I grew up in a community where black people were fighting every day, killing each other all day, selling each other drugs, ruining the community, having this no snitch law. But the no snitch law is the fucking reason why violence keep fucking happening, because nobody's going to jail because everybody's scared to fucking tell. So the fucking bad people get to stay in the streets. So that's the problem. But that's a whole nother podcast. I'm a ranter, so sometimes I'm going to go off on things, but I'm going to have to bring myself back. But anyways, a little bit more about me. So I grew up in that environment, and the thing that happened was I started to, grow, because you start to learn all these things about different cultures. And one of my friends, he started talking about stocks and shit. I'm like, what the fuck is a stock? I didn't even know what a stock was. So, you start to do all these things. But the thing, what happens is, once you start to communicate with your people in your old community, they start to call you a white boy, or, oh, you're starting to talk this way now, or, oh, you're proper, or, oh, blah, 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 look at you. So, man, I can go all fucking day. But anyways, so a little bit more about like my growth and like what drew me to this point. So I'm playing basketball, right? And I'm at an all white school. No offense, but I made the team. That's all. That's all I'm saying. Freshman, as soon as I got to the middle school, 8th grade, I'm on the squad. That's all I'm saying. It wasn't a problem. So I made the team. I'm leading the squad, doing our thing. I started getting fucking recruited to high school for the recruited for the high school in my 8th grade year, and started like working out with the high school team. I'm like, yo, this shit's really happening to me. Like, I'm getting fucking recruited to play fucking high school as a freshman in high school next year. Let's fucking go. My mama buy you a house. Man, I was so excited, man. So I get there, and the coach, he was like a known coach, and they were like, oh man, he's big, he's gonna be able to get you into college and all this shit like that. So I'm like, oh my god, man, this shit is happening. Like, oh my god, like all the dreams I had, it might come true. So I get into high school, and I'm practicing with the varsity team as a freshman. Oh my god, yo, I'm playing with these dudes, and I'm keeping up because your boy is nasty. And hopefully I can become famous so I can play in a celebrity basketball game and cross these dudes up who think they actually ballers. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm out. Anyways. So I'm playing freshman year, and I remember the first game I ever got in, right? It was senior night. It was senior night for the seniors, right? They getting their ass busted, right? So me and my boy Matt, he's a freshman too, and we had some other guys on the team that was on the bench. So our coach picks the whole starting five and kicks them out to the locker room because they were fucking up. He put all these new guys in, 2 freshmen. We get in the fucking game and go off, yo. Like, we go off. I walk in that bitch. Yo, so we going down court. I get the ball. I do my little shot. All net. Crowd goes fucking crazy, right? I'm like, all right, this is the start. The first shot I got ever freshman year in fucking varsity on senior night. All the parents is filled up. I hit a 3, shit goes in. We come down court, play defense, get the turnover, come down court. My boy Matt goes to lay it up. That shit is lit. It's so fucking lit. It's like, oh shit. All right, so I come back down. We're making a run. We literally take the fucking lead, yo. These are fucking freshmen and nobody sits on the bench, all right? So he brings the varsity guys back in, and we got the lead. We got it hype. We got them hype. They came in. They fucking hype. We got them lit. So what happened was, so once that happened, they got back in the game, and then from us, killing it, they started to get the energy. So then they started fucking going off, and then we fucking won the game, man. God, man, that was the start of something great, man. But but from that point, it kind of fell short for me, because you have that hype, and you get popular really quickly. And what happened with me is, as a kid, I didn't really have luck with girls, man. I was really dark, and that's the times when dark skinned people were getting joked. And I used to have nicknames like Midnight, because it was certain things I would do better at nighttime. So they would say that since I was dark, I got powers once it got dark outside. so, so, so like we would play, like, the girls would play like double dutch and stuff like that. Guys would just try to do that to play along with the girls just so we could be around the girls. So I would never be able to fucking double dutch good during the day, but at nighttime I would fucking get it. And they would say, yo, his midnight powers, he got midnight powers, because I was black. Fucking assholes. So I never really had, luck with the ladies, because, they weren't really attracted to my dark skin or my nappy hair. They like the light skinned dudes and shit like that. So once I started playing basketball in high school and started getting it off and stuff like that, what happened was girls started paying attention to me, because I started coming to my own. My teeth started to come in straight. I started taking care of my skin, my hair. I was getting waves. I was on. I had the fucking 360 waves. I had to, getting it in, playing basketball. So what happened was I started getting attention that I never got. So what happened was I started to get distracted. I stopped practicing over the summer. I stopped really caring about my grades. I started to fuck up, man. Started to fuck up bad. And that led me to a bad point where, I would make the team every year. I made a good enough grades to make the team every year. And I would do pretty good, but I wouldn't do the best I could because I wasn't practicing over summer and really focused like I was when I was a little kid in the hood, practicing all day, all night, because I wanted to be the best. But I stopped because I'm like, okay, this is good enough. I got these girls hitting me up. Let's get it. Let's go over and hang out with them. Let's try to, blah, blah, blah. So I kind of lost focus because I got in a comfortable spot. Comfortable, man. That should be the name of my life before 26. Fucking comfortable, man. So what happened was, I played all these years through high school. I started starting sophomore, junior year, and started getting off and doing my thing, but not being the best. My high school was never known for basketball, so recruiters never paid attention to our school. No matter how good I did, they never came. So what happened was, all throughout high school, I'm playing basketball, distracted, not really putting the work in. And then what happened senior year is I have no scouting. I have no recruiting. I got an injury and stuff like that. It's just all these different things happened to me. But the point of the story is, I didn't get to play basketball in college. My dream to play basketball in college and usually go somewhere. Man, the biggest thing my whole life was to do, I fucked it up. Because I got in a comfortable place and I forgot about the fucking mission, man. I forgot about the mission. So that was the biggest failure in my life and something I will always regret. And from that point, I went on to other things because I said, nah, I won't gonna quit on doing something outside of the fucking box, man. So I said, okay, basketball ain't working, man. I went through this huge depression, man. Man, I used to go outside and go to this park and just talk to God all night and just wonder, what did I do wrong? Why did you take this away from me? Why did you put something in my heart so strong that, man, that's all I did. I lived and breathed basketball, and then you take it away from me. Why would you put these distractions in my life? Why would you let me fail? This is something I had. It's the only thing I had. It's the only thing I was good at. And you didn't let me succeed. Why? And and I always wondered that, and it was so hard on me for so long. I mean, going through deep depression. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I had moments, not suicidal. I had probably small ones where it wasn't suicidal thoughts. It was just thoughts of like, man, I don't have nothing that I'm good at. I don't have nothing to do. I don't really know what to live for anymore. But that's a whole nother story, another podcast about depression and stuff like that we can touch on, and how I got past it and stuff like that. And hopefully I can help other people. But anyways, so I got into modeling. Somebody came up to me and told me to come to this casting call. I went to this casting call and I got picked up. And I'm gonna get on this one. But anyways, the whole thing is, I did that. That didn't work out for me. I got into acting, something I still do now. I love acting. I love that it's a challenge for me. And that's why I stopped modeling, because it was boring. Acting, I love acting. That's another passion of mine. And hopefully, I can build my brand and my voice, and hopefully that can lead to me doing acting roles and gigs in the future. So I just want to say, if anybody out there, if any, agents or anything listening to this, hit me up. But anyways, so I did that. That didn't work out for me. another failure. So going through all of that, and I'm still doing acting stuff like that. So I wouldn't say it's a full failure. It's just a moment that I'm not fully doing right now. So I get on the Instagram. You start hearing about Instagram and how you can build a following and get a voice and build your brand and stuff that way. So I started doing that. I'm still doing that. So hopefully that works out. And then I started listening to the podcast, and that's where I'm at now. So just a little stuff about, just some little things about me before I end this thing. I really have a passion. My biggest passion is being able to reach people who feel like they're in this box that they don't know how to, and they don't know how to get out of that box. Growing up in a community that's really hard, and you're struggling and you're hungry and you're seeing violence, and you want to be accepted, so you feel like you need to be around these people and stuff like that. I want to be able to grow this voice in this world where there's so much negativity and people trying to grow their brands with this gang stuff, or trying to make it seem cool to be, I have no morals and stuff like that, and being able to feel like that's the only way you can do it. I want to be able to have a voice to show people that you can do it the right way, that you don't have to sell drugs, that you don't have to join the gangs, that you don't have to fight, you don't have to do those things, man. You don't have to. You can say no, and they will joke you, and they will try to shame you, and they will try to influence you, but you don't fucking have to, and they will respect you in the end. A lot of the people that I grew up with that were in that hood, that were doing the bad things, these people message me today and they say, man, you're killing it, man. Keep going, man. Oh, you made it. Oh, man, you just keep fighting, man. We're so proud of you. And these were people that used to influence me, call me a little bitch, call me this and this, call me that. And now they respect you because they're older and they're mature. And I kind of matured a little earlier, but I still didn't mature in the way I wanted to. But it shows you that if you just stay focused and you stay good, man, and don't let hard situations make you bad and feel like you have to get fast money, or feel like you have to do these bad things because it seems like nobody's around you, nobody supports you, you're alone. So you have to get involved with these other people who are not doing good things in order for you to feel accepted. You don't have to. And that's something I want to grow this brand big enough to tell these kids who are in these homes, who might have these phones on YouTube, or can go to school or whatever they at, and get on the phone and hopefully listen to me talk and realize you don't have to fucking do it, man. You can fucking do what you want, and you can do it right. You can do it right, man. And that's my mission. My mission statement is to show the kids that think they don't have a way out, that there's multiple ways out. There's different lanes that you can take to be able to get out, and that you don't have to settle. No matter how many times you fail, you don't have to settle. I have failed so many fucking times, and I still might fail. This is just the beginning of the podcast. Who knows? Nobody might not listen to this. But you know what? Fuck it. I'ma still keep making them. If the podcast don't work out, guess what? I'ma try something else. So what? I ain't quitting. I ain't selling drugs. I ain't doing nothing. Man, what? I'ma keep going. I ain't gonna stop. Something's gonna fucking hit. Something's gonna hit. I've been blessed with too many talents and gifts for me to fucking settle. I'm never. So that's my mission, man. I just want to be able to tell these kids and these people, and don't even have to be kids. It can be teenagers. It can be people my age that's still stuck in this mindset of not being able to get out. And I want to be somebody that they can look at to realize you don't have to do the things that you think you have to do in order to get fast money, or in order to be accepted by the people around you who might not be doing good. So for the people who are not living that life, I'm gonna be talking about a bunch of other stuff too. It's gonna be talking about politics, relationships, gaming. It can go on forever. But my main mission is to become the light for people who feel like they're in the dark and they don't know which door to get to even get to the light. So that's my main mission, y'all. And man, I'm so passionate about that. And I just really want to push out positivity and show that if you're in a bad situation, man, you can get past it by just being positive and just either, it's so many different lanes for that, man. I've been through so much shit, man. I've been through so much shit with family and life and just failures and depression and just wanting to give up, that I want to be able to be someone that people can see that it's okay. It's okay, man. It's okay. And you can come to me, you can listen to me, and you can send me questions and I'll talk about them and all that stuff, man. But All right, I'm at like the 24-minute mark. I don't want to really take up too much of you guys' time. I just want to tell you guys one little story about me real quick. So one time I was in high school, and this is what things wasn't. This when things wasn't really going that great for me. I started to realize like, oh man, my future might not be what it is. So I'm walking outside, and I'm just taking a walk because I'm just need to clear my mind. And I remember I go to the basketball court, and I'm just sitting down on the basketball in the middle of the court, just looking up, just talking to God or whatever. And these guys walk up and, hey man, you want to play? And I was like, oh man, I got a lot on my mind. And they was like, man, it's fine, man, just get it, let's play, man, stop being a punk. I'm like, all right, whatever, let's ball. So we started balling. I started beating their ass or whatever like that. I'm like, hey man, what school you go to? You ball? I'm like, nah man, I'm not balling, man. And they were like, why not? And I was like, man, I just, things just didn't work out the way they said, man, you're way too good. And I was like, nah man, it's all good, but I'm gonna try to figure out some other things, man. And these random dudes put me on a route to not forget. The one guy, he said, man, you're so good at this and you're so humble that I feel like you can be good in anything. And at that age, and this random dude told me that, and I'm like, good at anything? This is all I can do. So when he told me that, it kind of led me on a path to think, man, this might not be all. Man, I'm good at this, but I might fail at this, but this might not be all I can do. So let's test these certain things to see, oh, I might be good at this. Oh, I'm good at talking. Oh, I'm good at this. Oh, I'm good at this. Oh, and you realize, oh man, I'm not just one dimensional. I can do more things. So I just want to say to all the people out there that think that you got one thing that you can do, you got multiple things you can do. You just got to dig deep and find out what it is. All right. So anyways, I just want to, just wanted to give you guys this quick video about me, just so you can, know who I am a little bit. Know that I'm not just some random guy just talking on this podcast. That I do have a mission, that I do have a purpose, that I do have goals, I do have ambitions, I do have a reason to why I'm doing this. So I just want to say thank you all. Oh man, thank you so much for coming to listen to this podcast, whether you're on YouTube or listening to this on iTunes or Google Play or wherever you're listening to this at. I just wanted to say thank you. You didn't have to come here and listen. You didn't have to support, but I really appreciate you, man. Man, I really want to grow this. I want to be able to, in the future, be able to grow my brand and my voice, to be able to reach people and help people and these kids, to be able to help them grow and be able to succeed in anything they want to succeed in. And I really need you guys' help. I need you guys to be able to share this video with your friends. All it takes is just sending a link to one person. One person, that's all it takes. Just one person, just telling them, who I am and that I have a reason just to support me. One person supports one person, and they supports me, and I support you. And that's all it takes. So if you're listening to this on iTunes, please go to iTunes and review it for me. Give me a nice review so I can get it out there new and noteworthy. And on YouTube, drop a like. Go to notification bell, drop a notification so you can see every time I make one of these videos. And like I said, share with your family, with your friends. So let's grow this thing together. Let's grow this positivity. Let's grow a voice that's positive and not out here screaming and being loud and, making a mockery of things that we're still fighting for this day. And, to show positivity and the light out there and all this negativity. I can be somebody that can grow that light, man. I just really need you guys' support. So if you have social media, follow me at that guy Mikel on Instagram, on Twitter. I have a Facebook fan page with the same name that I drop skits and stuff on, and the podcast is going to be up there too. What else? Oh, my email is that guy Mikel1@gmail.com. I want you guys to send me questions that you would like me to answer on this podcast. I'm going to have a section of my podcast where I answer fan questions or supporter questions. I don't like calling people fans. Like, who am I to have fucking fans? I say supporters. Answer my supporters' questions on things they want to talk about, whether it's relationships or politics or just the world or, certain situations they're going through that they need somebody to tell them about. Because, and I'll give you, we're a team, man. I just would love to give you my opinion and try to help you as much as I can, just to give you a different opinion. Sometimes we all just need a different opinion. So just somebody that's outside of your situation to give you their objective view on something. So please ask me a question. We can work this out. I just want to say, I'm trying to think of like a team name or something that we can all have, so we can all be in this group and this community together, so we can grow this light and this positivity together, y'all. So like I said, follow me on social media, that guy Mikel and everything. My email is thatguymikel1@gmail.com. Send me your questions. I love you guys. I'm gonna post some of these previews on Instagram and stuff like that, so you guys can check it out. This will be launching soon. So like I said, thank you for listening or watching. Hope you all have a great day. Make somebody smile today. You smile today. Peace. Love you guys.